Hello there, my friends. It is the Toad, and on this video I'm going to be discussing with you some of the good and not so good points of buying budget movie knife replicas. Okay, what I have in front of me here are four knives that I purchased from Anglo Arms. Now, I'm relatively new to collecting knives. I've had knives, I've used knives since for as long as I can remember. You know, I've used them whether it be for work or just for fun. But when it comes to actually buying quality knives, I didn't know where to begin with that. And when I first started collecting, to be honest with you, I bought some absolute crap and I didn't know what I was doing. I still, to a point, don't know what I'm doing, but I do know a bit more than what I did a few years ago when I started. So at the time I discovered a site that sold these replica knives. I didn't know what they were. I wasn't really thinking about grabbing a knife and going to war with it. I just bought one because they look nice. It's as simple as that. And that's basically all these are good for. Now, Anglo Arms are a very, very good company, and I'm nowhere am I knocking them at all. So don't think that. They fit a niche in the market and they're very good at what they do. And some of their, not these in particular, but some of their knives are very, very good quality knives. Unfortunately, they have a bit of a reputation because they're basically budget knives of not being very good. When in actual fact, pretty much most of their knives are perfectly good for the task. If you buy one of their camp knives, one of their slip joints, any of them, they're okay. They're not flash. I find they're a bit more tactical than what I like, and so I don't buy them, but for that reason. Not that the fact that they're poor quality, just I don't actually personally like the style. However, they do some good things. The way I understand it, they don't make these themselves. They buy them in, same as a lot of big places do. Somebody else is making them. But right, let me just say what we're talking about here. Now, we're talking about these are where I've seen the advert. I thought, okay, I'll get that. I like the look of that. Now, the first one is the Arkansas Toothpick off the Expendables movie. I don't actually remember seeing it in the film, to be honest with you, but I was after this for a long time. It kept going in and out of stock. I saw quite a few reviews. Let me just see if the focus is even better. Hoping that's a bit better. Anyway, I went out and got this when it finally turned up, and I love it, and I still do love it. It's not something, to me, this is no more than a kitchen carving knife. It's just made in this style. That's all I see it as, and that's all I'll ever use it as. It's okay. It's a it's a leather sheath. It's not leatherette. It is. I believe it's leather. It looks like leather. Smells like leather. But I'll give you an example right from the very beginning. Right, if you can see the finish just here. If you see here, there's a crack in the handle. That's the sort of thing that's going to happen with this budget end of the market. I don't know if there's a more expensive, better quality version of these. I don't know. I've got this. This is, I say, this is no more than a wall hanger to me. It's something I would get out and just show people, just for a bit of a laugh. And I do like it. Don't get me wrong. It is a nasty piece of if you want to use a weapon. It has got a sharp point on it. It is sharp, but I have no idea what's behind here. I don't know what sort of strength it is. I have been informed that Anglo Arms knives, these knives, are all 440 or something like that. They are all actually a reasonably good quality steel, albeit a budget steel. So this is actually a fine piece of work. Now, if you wanted to have this as your barbecue knife to hang on your waist, and have it to cut up your steaks and on your snags and whatever it is you're doing, and chop your onions, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this at all. I wouldn't bash it hard or anything because I don't know how strong it is, but it is no different to me, as I say, than a carving knife done in this style. Or if you just want it on show, again, it's fine. I do like this, and I do like this one. And I've got no problem with this, and whatever else happens, this is one of the knives I'll be keeping. Right, Put that back where you came from. It is a bit big though, but I've seen other knives called the Arkansas Toothpick made by another company, and they tend to be a bit better quality. They've said they're D2 steel and full tang and all the rest of it, but by the by, the point is you get what you pay for. If I was doing this again now, would I save up and buy better quality? So instead of buying these, they're like £25 each. Instead of spending £25 on each of these, spend £100 or a bit more on a better quality one. Yes, I will be doing that now. If I had my time again, that's how I'd be going. I wouldn't be buying this stuff. It is in a lot of ways a waste of money. I would sooner spend the money now if I had the chance on better quality and have less. But hey, there you go. We can but wish we can change our minds sometimes. Why, what, where, when, you know, it's the way it is. Now this one, same thing. This is a replica of the Legionnaire's knife, again from Expendables. Again, I don't know it from the film. I've only seen the films a couple of times. I'm not a massive fan of them. They're just a bit of fun, but yeah, I don't know this movie from the movie. Again, the sheath. The sheaths are okay. If you actually took the price of a decent sheath off every one of these, you're getting these for £10–12 really. Because the sheaths are okay. On all of these, they're leather sheaths. Well, it says leather and it smells like leather. Right, so this is the Legionnaire Bowie. Again, it's a sizable weapon. It is sharp, it's pointy, close to a quarter-inch thick. I mean, these are all right between 12 and 13 inches long, except for the expendable one, that's 14, I think. Now, if you have a look here, when it comes to the tang, you can actually see here, there's a gap, you can actually see there, this is definitely not a full tang. Whatever's there goes in. Now, how far a bit down there that goes is another matter. I mean, I don't know, and I can't access anything behind here. I'm not going to destroy these. These are either going to be sold on, given on, traded on, I don't know. If somebody wants them, I will let them at a very, very decent price, or I'll exchange them for something. But yeah, you can see even more here. But for what they are, if you want to start a collection, they're okay. Just be aware of what you're buying. Again, to be used at a barbecue, or again with this one, you can do the same. Have it as your basic camp knife, as long as you're not chopping a tree down with it. You know, you could do some feather sticking with these. They are strong enough for that. You know, do some basic camp work. As long as you're not bashing the crap out of these things, they'll be okay. It's actually quite a nice design. It's got a good weight to it. You know, you can have it in this way. You know, it is what it is. But again, it's next to nothing compared to the same price if you're buying a genuine one. I think there is one of these on the market that's made with better quality materials and a better spec, and it's something like around 350. Yeah, about £350. I've only seen it for sale a couple of times, and I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if it was a limited edition they did just for the film or what, but yeah. Would I be buying this knife again? No. Like I said, I've learned by my mistakes, and I'm not doing it like that anymore. I'm getting my eyes open a bit more now. That don't mean to say I'm still not making mistakes, but I'm making different mistakes. Oh, who would say, eh? There you go. This next one is from the Rambo range. I've only got a couple of Rambo knives. There's this one and there's the cleaver. I do like the cleaver though, that's actually a bit of fun. I mean, what is it? It's just a piece of quarter-inch steel with an edge on it, really. But as far as this goes, it's a nice, it's actually a nice looking knife. Nice looking knife at all. Now, I've been inside the handle of this, so I know what's there. On the next video after this, I'll be actually opening this up and showing everybody what's behind this knife. Now, you can get a more expensive version of them. There's a couple of versions of them, depends how much you want to spend. They start at around 300 quid, I think, go up to about 600. Would I buy one of them? Oh yes, yes, I'd love to buy one of these, but with decent materials. I like this knife. It's just a shame the one I've got is no more than like I said, a glorified carving knife. But if that's what you want, and your budget only allows you to buy that, and you want this as a camp knife, by all means get it. As long as you know what you're getting. Don't put any weight behind it. Don't go smashing it against a tree or throwing it. It'll break. But on the other hand, if you just use it sensibly, if you can do any chopping, use an axe. If you're going to be doing feather sticking, either get yourself a little Moira, or use this. I mean, you can get a good edge on this. It is sharp enough to feather stick with. But if you're going to be splitting wood, use an axe or a cleaver, machete type thing, not this. But yeah, if you have it on your waist at a barbecue, it's a conversation piece. But there you are. Like I said, I do like this one. And maybe when I've got some spare money in the future, a couple £100 spare, I will buy the better quality one. But what I want to see it first in my hand, before I won't buy it mail order in that way. I actually want to physically hold it, see it, take it apart. I've seen the high quality ones stripped down, so I know what's supposed to be behind the handle. I'll be doing that. I'd be having a very good examination of it before I spent my money on it. But as a like I said, camp knife, yeah, as long as you know what you're getting into, or just as a display thing. These are perfectly okay for that. Then don't get me wrong, for display items, you can't fault them. Now this one is a bit of a strange one. This is the again leather. This is the Dundee Bowie. Now this bears no resemblance to the Bowie knife in the Crocodile Dundee films. Absolutely none. This is from what I gather, this is based on a USA Bowie design. And the proper name for it escapes me, but there is a proper design of a USA Bowie knife which is the same as this. Is this a full tang? I have no idea. I don't know what's behind it because I can't get behind it. I'd love to know though. One day I might actually take this apart and have a look, because this on the other end has actually been reviewed a few times as a good camp knife. People have used these as machetes. There's a good weight to them and nobody's actually had a problem with them. They've not broken on anybody. I don't know how far they're taking it, but I've seen this as being used as a light machete, as an all-round camp knife, and the people that have had them have said they're great and they like them. So maybe this is a actually quite a good knife reality. All it takes is, as long as this hasn't got a tiny little weld just there, and it's got, even if it's only got a thin tang, as long as it's got a full-size tang, and it's that weld just that weakness point, the one that's designed for it to make it break. As long as that's not there, it'll work. You know, this is a decent size, what's that, 5mm I think, not quite a quarter of an inch. And again, this is, as far as I know, is 440 steel. What 440 I don't know, but I've been informed this is actually quite a good knife. Would I soon spend money on the better quality, high-end version of this? I'm not sure. I probably would, but I want to know exactly what this is, because like I said, this has actually got quite a good reputation. A lot more than the others. The others, no. This one, yeah, if you want to get yourself a cheap camp knife, get one of these. I mean, I've used it in the garden, chopping little bushes and things like that, and it actually does work. As long as you don't go trying to chop a tree down with it, that's really what you're talking about. As a carver, you know, for your barbecue or for your Sunday roast, yeah, fine, why not? It works. And as a basic camp knife, yes, you're not going to get much wrong. It's a bit big, it's a bit unwieldy, and it is heavy. It will get on your nose after a while, that weight. So, I did show some of the bullet bowies on the chopping video a while ago. Budget bowies that you can get, or budget knives, big knives that you can get that are actually okay. The Winchester, for instance, is a fine knife. That Winchester Bowie, nothing wrong with that at all, and it's the same sort of price as these, as is the Survivor Bowie. But again, nothing wrong with it. They're lower, the budget knives, but they are meant and made to be used. As apart from these are meant to be looked at and gone, oh wow, look at that. That's that knife on the Expendables. But I say, you're having a barbecue and you strap one of these to your waist, have a bit of a laugh with everybody when you come to cut up the food. or again on the campsite, if you just use it sensibly and don't do anything stupid with them, it will probably last. So anyway, that's enough of me. I've gone 15 minutes on this one. Now I'm going to do another video straight after this one, and it's going to be talking more about this one here. I was actually going to take the handles off, and we're going to look at what's behind this handle. I would like to do that with all of these, but I don't have the tools to split them properly, and I'm not going to ruin them for the sake of it, because potentially I might be able to trade these on to somebody at some point. Yes, well, anyway, that's all from me for now. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any suggestions for future videos that you would like me to make, please say so. Subscribe and like, please. I could certainly do with the subscriptions. Things actually go a bit odd this week. I was going to do more videos, but I've had a young fella staying. The arrangement I've got with the lady on the hill is that while he's in the house, all sharp objects put away until he's a little bit older. Once he's a little bit older, then we'll be talking to him about it. He's nearly at the age where he can understand, but I'm not risking him hurting himself on one. I'll find him one by accident. You know, we do watch him all the time, but accidents still happen, and it ain't going to be caused by any of my knives. And I have got a lot of knives. I think I've got something like 200 now, and most of them are, especially the folders, the razor sharp. So no, while the little fella's in the house, no knife videos, unless I do it in the middle of the night, and then I've got to worry about waking him up. So anyway, I'll do as I'm told, because it's a small thing to do when the lady on the hill does look after me. And if that's what she says, then that's what I'll do. So for those of you who are going to watch the next video, I'll see you shortly. And for everybody else, thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, and see you on down the road. Bye bye from the Toad.